Hey all, how are you? Welcome back. Jackson M. Haskell here. So the quick announcement is that the video coming after this, we actually have another Let's Talk Horror, which is really cool. Which I'm really excited for. Which is New Year's Evil, which is good. And that is this video coming on the 30th, which I'm filming right now. We are talking about another Let's Talk Horror. We're talking about Tales from the Darkside Movie. I am pleased to announce, people are wondering, January 8th, we're going to be covering Season 1 of Tales from the Darkside TV show, which is great. And here we go. Tales from the Darkside, the movie, was released in 1990. It is considered a spin-off of Tales from the Darkside. It was directed by John Harrison, which is cool. This story is split into multiple parts, but the film depicts a framed story of a kidnapped paperboy, tells 3 stories of horror, suburban witch who's preparing to eat him. Yeah. Let's talk about it. So, this film was released May 4th, 1990 by Paramount. Contributed by Paramount, and Laurel Productions was the production company. We have a lot of people, which is great. It's always good seeing up and coming people. And yeah. So we have the director is John Harrison, who we have seen before. He is known for working a lot with Mr. George A. Romero. We saw, I don't know what we just saw him, Tales from the Darkside. Also Monsters, he was a writer on, which is cool. Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. George A. Romero is one of the creators. The screenplay is by him. He was a famous person in horror. All of the Night of the Living Dead movies, which is good. And just really iconic, I would say. Next, we also have Mr. Michael McDowell. We have seen him before. We've seen him a lot recently this year. But we know him from, he wrote the screenplay for Beetlejuice. He's considered one of the best authors out there, according to Stephen King. Which is cool. So there's 3 stories here. Lot 249 by Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes fame. Cat from Hell by Stephen King, and Yukiona from La Catohan, which is cool. Yeah, I'll go over a quick plot of each. Sorry, Lucona is also known as Lover's Vow. Yeah, Lot 2. So, Betty is one of the main characters here, played by Deborah Harry. We also have Matthew Lawrence as a kid, who gets kidnapped by a witch. Lot 249, kind of like a more Renji tale. Edward Bellingham and Susan Lee, and also Andy, which is cool. Cat from Hell, really interesting story. This person wants to get revenge on his cat, who's supernatural. And Lover's Vow, just another interesting story. Let's talk about the cast and crew, because we have a lot of people. First up, we have Deborah Harry as Betty. We have seen her before. I believe we saw her in Tales from the Crypt. She is one of the founders of the band Blondie, which is, I would say, is kind of an iconic band. It's like a B-level kind of film. I only know them because of one song, to be honest with you. One way or another. Next up, we have Matthew Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, known for things such as Miss Doubtfire, Boy Meets World. He also starred in Brotherly Love, Surreal Parents, which is cool. Kind of well known. Next up, Lot 249 actors. Steve Buscemi. We have seen him before. Let's talk for. We saw him in Monsters. I think we have definitely seen him, which is cool. Julianne Moore, another actress we've maybe not seen yet, weirdly enough. Yeah. Jurassic World is what I know her from. We also have Christian Slater as Andy Smith, which is cool. Susan's brother, Legend of Billie Jean. Also Jake Green and Heathers, which is cool. Robert Cedric as Lee Mockton, which is cool. Brother of Kyra Cedric. George Goodell as museum director. Cool. Kathleen Chalant as Dean. She's appeared in multiple Broadway and also Law and Order. And Ralph Marrero as the cabbie. He portrayed Private Rickles in Day of the Dead. Also Tales from Darkside Movie. William Hickey as Mr. Drogon in Cat from Hell. He played Don Corrado Prizzi in Prizzi's Honor. Also Uncle Louis, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And Dr. Finkelstein in Nightmare Before Christmas. Cool. Next up, we have David Johansen, a singer from New York Dolls, which is cool. He plays Halston. We also have Paul Gino as a cabbie, Alice Dromoth. As Caroline, she plays also in Mrs. Lee in The Chinese by Maurice Siegel. Also best known as Alice the Librarian in the opening scene of 1981's Ghostbusters, which is cool. Dolores Sun plays Amanda, and Margolis plays Gage. And Mark Margolis plays Hector Salamanca in Breaking Dead and Better Call Saul. James Remar in Lovers Avow, he plays Preston. We have seen him actually for Let's Talk Horror. We have seen him in Tales from the Crypt as one of the lovers in one of the first 1 or 2 seasons, which is cool. And he's just an iconic person. Next up, we also have Ray Chong as Carola, which is cool. Stony Island, also Quest for Fire, which is cool. Robert Klein plays Wyatt, a child of the 50s, Mind Over Matter, New Teeth, Let's Not Make Love. Also Nicole Rochelle as Margaret, which is cool. And that's really it. Yeah, it's cool. I'm super excited. Like I said, the video coming after this on December 31st, we have New Year's Evil, Let's Talk Horror, which is really cool. Then January 8th, we have season 1 of Tales from the Dark Side, season 1, which is really cool. And I hope y'all enjoy. And bye-bye.